so excited. It's a launch day. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, but I think I like it. Right, it's launch day. You've been waiting for this for so long. I mean, we have teased this collection more than they tease the winner of X Factor at the very end. I feel like we've been drip feeding it to you for days. You guys have absolutely loved it. You saw it on the HSN preview. Some of you saw it on HSN. Some of you probably already got your crafty paws on it and are crafting with it. If you're one of those people, you can send me some pictures. I'd love to see those through the show. It is, of course, Nitwit. I'm just going to bring the deal in straight away and tell you how to order. If you want to go for the whole collection, it's all about the whole collection. It's all available individually, but you guys are going for that main bundle. £69.99 in the UK. As a Platinum member, it's £55.99. £89.99 in the US. Platinum members, £71.99. If you want to get your orders in, sit back, relax, then do so by getting across to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. It's a gorgeous collection. I know you guys have loved what you've seen so far. I am not here on my own, and she said it's going to be story time with Leann. She's going to tell us a lovely story. It's like a craft fairy tale. Leann's going to show us. How are you, Leann? You are looking ravishing in animal print, may I say?
Oh, thank you so much. Do you like my animal print jumper?
I love it. You are looking blooming-tastic today.
Thank you. It's hiding a multitude of sins. All that lockdown weight's going where you really don't need the lockdown weight to go. So I find a bold pattern distracts the eye, Joe, from things you don't really need to see. So you'll see me in a lot of bold patterns in the coming weeks while I try to get in control of the situation. I'm so happy to be here on the launch on Crafters Companion TV.
Did you pull rank on this show?
I might have pulled rank on this show, yes. I did. Well, yeah, I did. I pulled rank. I just said, oh no, this is mine and I'm having it. Nitwit is a fantastic brand, and for those of you hardcore avid crafters in Canada, in the USA and here in the UK, I have no doubt you have seen Nitwit collections on the internet. So Nitwit is a fantastic company with exceptional design capability who've been providing us with the most glorious full digikits to download, print and craft with at home. Now that is phenomenal, and I personally have been using Nitwit download digital kits for many, many years. I mean, really, even before I started coming onto Craft TV, a long time. And they have a huge portfolio, but they haven't, up to now, partnered with a company to bring you the real live physical products that you can have manufactured in your hands. So it really is a perfect pairing and partnership of phenomenal design capability that has provenance going back years, where we've all been collecting those digikits and printing them ourselves at home, and the Crafter's Companion quality of product that you know and love, which is what we've got here. They really are off the chart fantastic, Joe. The quality of this is exceptional. The elements, when you see them included in what you're going to be able to craft with, what you're going to be able to achieve, you're going to want this in your life, knowing that you don't have to print it all out yourself at home, you don't have to locate it or buy it, you just get this kit. It's all printed on the highest quality material for you and performs in the way you would expect a Crafter's Companion range to perform.
Absolutely, I think that's what it's all about. You know, Nitwits are a designing powerhouse, they really are. But I'm just going to take that there. I just got a little piece of my apparatus there for you. I'm going to put that over there. Sorry, they are an absolute powerhouse when it comes to design. But we have got 10% has gone already. It's going to be one of those shows. It's really, really busy. I haven't even taken you through yet exactly what you are getting included. It's going to be very, very busy. Now, what we do though, and I think we are just getting better and better and better at it, is of course designing and bringing you beautifully manufactured paper collections. So let me take you through firstly the papers that you're going to get included in here. 36 sheets in this particular pad, so you're going to get 3 of each of these designs. All of it, of course, works together. It's double-sided for you as well, which is awesome. It's 180 GSM. Move over staycation. There's a new girl in town. I think this might be one of my new favourite paper pads. Look at that gorgeous like dog tooth design. It's awesome. You've then got lots of florals, and the great thing about florals, guys, is the versatility. They're always going to be fashionable. You're going to be able to use them for a multitude of different projects as well, which is awesome. So that is your paper pad. Then we have got the luxury cardstock, and it is absolute luxury. It's kind of like, it's very finely textured, and it has a little bit of pearlization in it, but less than you would expect from our normal pearlescent paper. Is that a good description, Leanne?
It's more of a sheen.
More of a sheen. It's a hint of a tint.
Yes, it is.
It's like in the morning you've had a hard frost, but it's softened slightly.
Yes.
You know, it's dewy rather than shiny.
It's polished.
Yes.
Polished.
Absolutely. Yeah, like us too. Polished.
Yeah, polished.
And you've got all those different colour tones in there. They're going to match beautifully for you across the whole collection. So that's in your other pad. 36 sheets there, 36 sheets there. Now, we do these in the back of some of our paper pads. We'll give you some topper collections. What this is though is a whole pad of toppers. And the great thing is that you've got really usable things in here. So you've got all your numbers. The great thing is with numbers, when you've popped these out, keep this page. Don't throw the page away, because then you've got a stencil. You've got toppers, but then you've got a stencil afterwards as well. You've got buttons in here, big alphabets as well. Really lovely panels in there. Pop those out. If you're doing Z-fold cards, hello, you've got a ready to go Z-fold card there immediately. You've got strips for banners for your scrapbook pages as well. You know how I feel about tags, guys. You've got tags included in here as well. And also, I mean, look, this is the design. What we've done is we've taken the Nitwit's design. I want you to have a little look at this topper here, for instance. That is a topper with a topper and a topper in it. And what we know there is that what you're going to do is you're going to take that base out, but you're going to mat and layer that up. So we know you don't need that middle bit. We can give you a separate shape. And then we know with that shape, you're going to put a topper on there anyway. So we thought, do you know what? Let's take the topper out, because we can give you 3 elements where other companies would give you 1 element. And I think that's testament, isn't it, Leanne, to design by crafters for crafters. We really understand what our crafters need.
Absolutely. We want to give you maximum value for money, maximum usability. We want to really use the real estate that we've got available to us in one of those 12 by 12 sheets. We minimise waste, of course, as well. But what it really does do is give you maximum bang for your buck. It means you get all of the elements to use in lots of different creative ways.
It really is awesome. You're going to love it. Now, if you've loved floral decoupage that we've bought you before, this is a different concept, because this is all totally done for you. All you need to do is take this, you pop it out, and it's good to go. It comes to you in that pad just there. And the great thing about that is it's 250 GSM. You get 48 of those. So imagine how many projects, whether you're using them singularly, whether you are putting them together and bundling them on front of your project. I would say, you know, 3 or 5 of those around a box frame. Oh, now you're talking. So you've got that in there. Now, for you die cutters out there, we've still included some fabulous dies in here for you as well, because what you've got is a stamp and die range. Very similar, really, almost to the decoupage element, but great if you love your alcohol markers. Do you want to stamp it out? You can then stamp it out. You can also, of course, use those dies to cut out, layer that up, get really lovely full lush effects. But the great thing is, because it's an actual stamp rather than a digi stamp, hello heat embossing, hello resist techniques as well. Loads you're going to be able to do with that. And then last but by no means least, we're actually going to pop into there some sentiments for you as well. So really usable, versatile sentiments. I love that they're elevated is what I'd call them. They're not kind of a regular brush font. There's something a little bit more classy about them, Leanne.
Yeah, do you know what? I would agree with that, and I don't quite know what I would say. They've got a little bit of je ne sais quoi about
I was thinking
them,
French. I mean, I am your very own Emily in Paris, and I think Emily in Paris would have this very stamp set. She would indeed. $69.99 at $89.99 if you want to get your hands on it. 10% of the stock has already gone. It is super, super busy. If you have got your hands on this already, pictures please. Would love to see them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Loads of you saying hi already. It's very, very busy online this morning, depending on what you're watching. Evangeline, though, she says, good evening, everyone. Wonder where Evangeline's watching for it to be the evening time. Do let me know. We had a viewer from Thailand yesterday, Leanne. We ticked a new country off. Totally exotic.
Ooh.
She was from the Durian province of Thailand, I know.
Durian, oh my word.
Durian.
I love a durian fruit.
Do you? Oh, it's stinky though, Leanne.
Oh, it is stinky, but you know, a durian, so I don't just like it from the fruit itself, because that is stinky.
Yeah.
I like a durian puff. So it's in like, they munch it all down and they put it in this like puff pastry. And it's got little bits of sugar on the outside, cane sugar, and melts in your mouth.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but it's too early. Patty says, good morning everyone from Michigan. Sandra saying hi. Rosalind, Lisa, Katie, Mary, Janet, Fred, Michelle, Dale, Lynn, Christine, Patricia, you're all in. Everyone is excited. Loving your top, says Mary. Evangeline says you look gorgeous. Fred says, wow, Leann, making the Chivettes proud. You look beautiful, says Eleanor as well. There's loads of love for you, Leann. Loads of love for this collection as well. And I know you've got a lot planned with us. What sort of thing are we going to see? Give us sort of wet our crafty whistle, if you will, about what we're going to see over the next couple of hours, Leann, because there's so many beautiful makes. What I would say, if you do order this collection as well, pop yourself over to Pinterest, because on Pinterest you'll see everything that the design team have made as well. And the design team, you know they've loved it, don't you? You know they've gone to town with the amount of finished demos that have been done with this.
They really have gone to town, because they've all individually been in touch and said, can we have more of these? This is absolutely exquisite. It's what we've been waiting for. It's all of the Crafter's Companion quality, but with a very different look and feel to what you would expect from Crafter's Companion, which is just giving you a whole other genre to your craft collection, a Nitwit craft collection, which is, as we know, tried and tested, hundreds of thousands of followers all over the world, downloaded all of the time, but now in the quality manufactured quality that you would expect from Crafter's Companion. Now this is my first demonstration. This is what we're going to have a look to make, but I thought let's just show you a couple of other fabulous things you can do. This is showing you all of the elements that Joe's just gone through, with beautiful background papers, with those beautiful little toppers, with the numbers for personalisation, with the borders that can be popped out, again, to make a topper. Very, very easy to put together. But also you can see here, I love this, because we have mums up here in the northeast, not mums. And so the fact that you can now do cards for your mum, or your mom, you've got that full alphabet in there. You can say whatever it is you want to say on the card.
You can write anything you want. I imagine people will be writing anything they want as well.
I'm sure they
If someone's got on your wick, you can sort them out with this collection.
Yes, you are a pain in Blooms with Grace. Absolutely, you can do that. Here's another example. I mean, how completely exquisite, using the elements from the paper pad, the die-cut topper, that beautiful sentiment that you referred to there, Joe. Just absolutely stunningly beautiful. And let me just mention, in that gorgeous matte finish, which is, it's just classy. It's class personified. It is absolutely glorious. Got the beautiful matte finish to it. Really feels like something expensive and special when you get your hands on it, and you'll really appreciate that when you get it home. Shall I start putting one of these cards together for you?
I would love you to. What I'm getting a lot of questions about, because it is a licensed product, this. Is there any difference in limitations as to our normal Crafter's Companion products?
So, because this is a licensed range, it falls under the Crafter's Companion fair usage policy when we do our licensed ranges. So if you're not familiar with that, if you're new to a licensed collection, because it's been a long time since we've done one actually, we've been waiting for the special and the right one, and we think we found it. That means that you can make as many projects for yourself, of course, as you like. You can make and give away to friends and family as many as you like.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can make and sell for charity as many as you like. If you're making for a personal profit so that you can save up for more crafty stash, maybe it's part of a little cottage industry or something like that, then you can make and sell up to 200 in the year with this collection under the license that we've negotiated. If you feel this is so awesome that you're buying 4 kits and you want to make more than that, then we can put you in touch with the owners of Nitwit and you could negotiate your own small commercial license if that's what you wanted to do.
Awesome. All bases covered for you, whether you are a cottage industry, whether you're making just for the love of it. And even actually, do you know what, if you are making a lot, I mean, 200 is a lot. That is what, 4 a week you would have to make to get to that. And then you'd have to be selling them as well. So it is really generous. It is also very, very busy. 5% off. That's for you guys in the US. Over 15% off if you are in the UK. Club Inspired Platinum members, you're saving £28 in the UK. You're saving $25 in the US. It's very, very busy.
Now, I just wanted to fast forward to this. This has to be one of my very favourite things, this particular pad, with all of those fabulous die cuts in. I mean, the alphabets in here are truly exceptional. That's where we've just been looking at me doing the MAM card. However, I fast forwarded to the sheet that I've used to create the card that we're about to create. So I've taken this topper here, and I've taken this one here. So I didn't need to pull any pieces out of my paper pad. I didn't need to cut anything up. I've just popped those out and they are ready to go. Then I've also taken a beautiful piece of the 12 by 12 paper, which is actually this first one. Apologies. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm messing you about. I'm up and I'm so excited. This beautiful 12 by 12 sheet here, where there's been some
I had that one yesterday.
unapproved snipping out of my papers. How very dare you. I'll be watching all the programs about to find out who has done that. But you can see what I've done is taken that big piece there and created a nice background. So you can just take elements of the paper pad if you want to as well. If you've got somebody in your family called Grace, absolutely you need it. I mean, obviously it'd be missing a corner there because somebody's been in with their scissors. I'll be having a word with them later.
A fussy cutter's dream, that pad as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You're absolutely right, Jo. So what I've done is got all of those little elements. You can see the bits I've got, and I've prepared a card base. Now, all I've done is taken either a piece of 8.5 by 11 or a piece of A4, wherever you are in the world. I've trimmed that to 8 inches wide, and then 1.5 inches down, I've done a score line. And then underneath there, I've stuck a piece of acetate, and then with a scrap piece from my card box, I've just put another little bit on the bottom there, which creates us that beautiful standy up with an acetate see-through bit. Okay, so that's how the card base has been created. Then that lovely piece of scrapbook paper that we've just been talking about, I've just mat and lay that onto a piece of that exquisite brown. Can I just show you this for a second in this paper pad here? Because you might be forgiven for thinking that's on black cardstock from our stash. Oh no. Oh look, somebody's been in here as well.
Rude. It's another corner.
They've been matting and laying, haven't they?
I reckon that's that. Hillary's been in there, you know. I'm
like-
going to blame her. Normally I blame Sarah when she's not here.
Do you know what it is? My Hillary can do no wrong.
That's why I blame her when you're here, you see, because I know that she'll get away with it. Anyone else?
In my eyes, my
the feed
Hillary
would
can
come
do
out.
no wrong. So I don't believe it. I think it was Sarah Davies or Craig Laird. But it is actually this beautiful brown chocolate rich brown at the back of the pad.
I don't think it translates properly on our monitors or on your TV screen. It is like an ebony chocolate brown, isn't it? The deep, deep chocolate browns.
Now I think there, Jo, can you just see that lovely sheen?
Just about see it.
Just see that sheen that you were referring to, which is just, like us, Jo, class personified.
I mean, if that paper pad was a handbag and it was in a very fancy shop where someone opens the door for you, Mr. Chivs's credit card would be wincing now because it is going to set you back hundreds and hundreds of pounds. It's going to be in a glass cabinet. If we were a department store, this would be like on level 7 after you've gone up the crystal elevator
and there'd
to
be
get to
security
the area.
guards.
Security guards, yeah. And they'd have to handcuff it to you to get back to the car.
Yeah.
That's what they'd have to do.
They would. And it might be even one of those ones where you have to apply for the privilege of being able to hold that handbag on your arm to see whether you are a good representative of the handbag. That's
not a thing.
That is a thing.
No.
It begins with a B and ends in an N, and it's got a K in the middle. You have to apply to. You have to apply
Starts
to all
with a
one.
what? Starts with a what?
A B.
B. Okay, you're going to have to tell me about this afterwards. Do you know what, guys? You're pre-qualified, you're pre-qualified, you're pre-qualified. You can all have it because it's an open house here at Crafters Companion. We're all about a big, happy family, all crafting together. 15% of the stock has now gone. Pictures, guys. I'd love to see pictures. I know some of you, because this did launch on HSN, didn't it? So, almost called you Sarah then. I'm sorry, Leann.
There's worse things you could call me, don't you worry.
Because it has already launched, I know some of you will have it dispatched already and at home. If you're one of those people, please send me some pictures. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them. I'm going to say it now, Leann. If we've got stock, I guess we would commit to doing some sort of craft along or masterclass on these collections in the near future as well.
Absolutely. I mean, why not?
You will have this 2-hour show to watch back at any time. We'll then make sure we do a masterclass or a craft along. We have got a very exciting craft along together, Leann, on the 19th. Is it the 19th or the 23rd of February?
I think it's the 23rd.
23rd. So Craig said the other day, and the viewers, right, are fully on board with it, as it's craft along, how about, not for everything, but just for one of the demos, how about I get a Gemini over here and I craft along with you in the studio? How do you feel about that?
I feel very excited about that.
Can you make that happen?
Yeah, I'll make that
Can you
happen.
speak to someone that knows someone that knows someone?
Well, yeah, I don't even need to. I'll just make it happen for you, Pet.
Fabulous. Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
Don't you worry.
I might get a special outfit for the day, you know. I don't know what it's going to be.
Oh my word! I
Maybe
think we should get matching outfits.
I'm seeing like a little dicky bow and some round glasses. I don't know why.
Yes.
When you double the bow, you double the power, you double the craftiness.
You do. We need
do.
a double bow on that day, Joe, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, did you see what I was just doing there? I was using my craft knife and I just cut around the outside of those wings so that I can lift that beautiful butterfly detail up. I've left it intact in the body in the centre, just lifted the wings, and then I've glued the little panel in place. Look how easy and quickly this whole arrangement comes together. It's completely effortless, it really is. Now, what I've also got here is a little panel that I'm going to stamp a sentiment onto, and I'm just looking for foam pads. Oh, foam pads, where are you? I'm sure they're on the show, but I don't think I've got any here, Joe, so I might have to use... I'm going to use my 3D glue gel in a minute, so that'll be fine.
Awesome. Your chunky glue?
Sorry?
Chunky glue, as our
Chunky
Debbie calls it.
glue, yes, the lumpy glue, that one. And I'll find my foam pads for later. I would probably just use a foam pad for this one if it's quick, because it might be something I want to get made and not have to wait for the glue to dry. And because you've got all those elements, you know, that might be you too. But I'm just going to do this for now, and I'm going to 3D that up. And I'll come back and show you what I've done with that on the finished example in a second. Then this is for somebody's 65th birthday. So I've popped out those numbers, those beautiful die-cut numbers which match with the whole collection from that fabulous pad. And I'm just going to use a little bit of my 3D glue gel again and put the 65 on here. So the 6 can go there. And I'm putting it on the acetate so it can be seen through the outside, which I think is glorious. And then the 5's going on there. Of course, this could be for a 56th birthday as well, because you've got those pop-out numbers. You can put any number configuration you like. And then I've got another one of the little pop-out butterfly toppers, which I thought would just add a little bit of something extra. And I'm going to do it just here, just above my numbers there. So there we go. Now, all I did differently on the sample that I showed you is I did a little bit of ribbon around here, and then I used one of the beautiful sentiments that come in just to stamp happy anniversary in there. And I think you'll agree that comes together to be a very beautiful statement card, but it goes together in a matter of moments.
Absolutely, it does, and it is gorgeous. It really is. I want to recap everything. I had a question in from Linda, and we haven't spoke about this before the show, so I'm going to just throw it out there. We're going rogue, Laura. Linda says, are there any other kits from Nitwits coming?
Have you seen Positivity yet?
No. She says, she suggests the Woof collection would be one that she would like to see.
Okay, so the Woof collection is a Positivity collection that we're calling it, which is where you've got Woof and the cats, and we have a Nitwits collection in that, if it hasn't launched, launching very soon.
Oh. How exciting.
It is, isn't it?
I feel like Will Ferrell and Alf. Santa's coming! That's how it feels today. I am so excited by this collection because it is gorgeous, and I just know how much you guys are going to love it. And take a look at everything that you are getting in here in this collection. I'm not going to flick through it again just yet because I know Leann has just taken you through it, but I am going to go through what you are getting included. You are, of course, going to get this gorgeous luxury card pack. People are already saying, Leann, they need card blocks of whole colours from this.
Oh.
You know what? That's something we've not done, is it?
No.
Pads of whole colours.
Yes.
Because there's a couple in that navy and blush that I'd love a whole pad of. Some of those blues are off the chart. Right, so you've got your luxury cardstock in here, 36 sheets. Are you getting 6 designs in there? So you are going to get 3 of each, I believe, 4 of each. You're also getting as well, then, of course, these gorgeous printed papers that you've got next to it just there. 180 GSM on the printed papers. As you can see, they are truly, truly exquisite. The great thing, of course, you've got 12 designs in here. You've got 3 of each. So the great thing about these is that they're florals. Like, do you ever remember that advert? I wear grey because it's never been in fashion. It will never go out of fashion. But florals really are. They are everlasting. They're evergreen. You're always going to be able to give them, aren't you, Leann?
Well, do you know, Joe, that is absolutely on point with the advice I always give, especially when people are putting things together to go to a craft fair or to sell their cards or makes or whatever it is. I always say do 3 or 4 times as many floral as you do anything else, because they're the first thing to go. They're the most usable, the most versatile. I was going to say generic, that is the wrong word.
But it is though, it's true.
But you can give a floral to anybody.
Absolutely.
Any age, any male, female.
You can give boy florals, absolutely, I love boy floral.
Loves flowers, so whenever I buy flowers on a weekend, I'm not allowed to touch them or put them in the vase because I don't do it correctly. He has to do it, loves flowers, would love to receive a card with flowers on. They are just so universally acceptable and brilliant for all occasions. Birthday, sympathy, congratulations, I miss you. All of the different things are covered by a beautiful floral, I think, Jo.
They certainly are. And then what you've got in here, of course, is that topper pad. This is unlike anything that I'm pretty going to say, I'm going to put my neck on the line, Leanne, say this is unlike anything we've ever produced before at Crafts Companion, this pad, isn't it?
You would be correct to say that, Jo. It is very unlike anything we've done before.
It is. And the other thing I love about it is that, especially with the shape ones, so the butterflies, schmetterlings, the swans in there, and also the numbers and the alphabets, what you're getting is not just pages and pages of alphabets and, of course, numbers. When you've popped them out, keep the waste, because the waste is then a stencil. You can stencil through it, you can spritz through it, you can paste through it, you can glitter paste through it. We really have made every single element of every single part of this collection totally usable for you. So there's those elements. I'm going to come back over this way again because I want to just quickly share with you the other bits that are in here and show you what those are. You've got dies and stamps in here, so it's the Bloom with Grace stamp and die set. If you want to do some colouring, absolutely you can. I've got a great Leann style buy on this show for you, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. You've then got, of course, all of those sentiments in there. Oh no, I've dropped it. All of those sentiments in there as well. They are gorgeous. And then you've got the decoupage elements. And do you know what? These are awesome for when you need a super quick card and you think, do you know what, I can't be bothered to die cut these out. You don't need to. You take your pad, you pop them out, a little bit of 3D glue gel, some foam pads on there, and you are set to go. The whole collection is fantastic value for money. It really, really is. And the great thing about it is if you're a Platinum member, you can get even more off of this. Platinum members are saving £28 or $25 on this collection. Over 5% off in the US, over 15% off if you are here in the UK as well. Now, not enough that Leann wanted to do the whole show and hijacked it from Sarah, but she also managed to wangle you guys, because she's good to you, you know, she is good to you. She managed to wangle you a star buy as well, and it is the Tri-Blend brush pens. You have no idea how many hours I've sat in my bedroom learning to say that without stumbling. Tri-Blend brush pens. I'm there. It's taken me 6 months, but we got there in the end. The great thing about this is it's a full collection. $67.99 or $101.95, and then there's nothing else for you to buy. If you're a Club Inspired Platinum member, $54.39 or $81.56. I'm going to quickly show you the colour charts, and then I'm going to ask Leann to tell us why these are so special. So there is your colours that you are getting. What is it about this? Because obviously Tri-Blends, Leann, I mean, I launched the Tri-Blends with you when we were down at Create and Craft together. They were industry-wide, they were a game changer. But what is it about the brush pen? Why did we feel the need to introduce a second nib?
So the second nib just takes you on a journey, Jo. The bullet nib is fantastic and brilliant for a beginner colorist to really start to get used to how alcohol pens blend, and the fact that you've got the 3 colours that form a blend in one marker for you with your light, your medium and your dark is absolutely phenomenal, so you don't need to go and rummage around and find those colours. The brush nib is the next step on your journey where you get those lovely soft flicks, where you're not colouring just little cute characters anymore. You want to get the beautiful flick in hair, in skin, in the nature around you, in florals. You want to get that really professional, soft look on fairy wings, for example, and just takes you to that next level of alcohol colouring. What you've got in these is a high quality Japanese brush nib. You've got proprietary ink formulation to Crafter's Companion. This ink formulation in here gives you superior blending. It is proprietary to us, made for us and only for us, and cannot be bought by anybody else wanting to put this in a pen. So it is truly the highest quality that you could want or expect from a marker. The ink formulated in the UK, the nibs, Japanese, absolutely amazing and very, very simple to use, which you'll see when I get to show you.
Awesome. Very, very busy on them. They make a great gift for someone. And again, I'll just quickly share with you that colour chart once more, because it's everything that you need in here. So you've got all of your purples through to your reds, your browns, your greys, your flesh tones, and then, of course, your greens through blues, yellows, your greens and your oranges there as well. Great thing is, if you buy that today at that price, nothing else to get. It's a full collection. It's very rarely we're able to say that about a Spectrum Noir range, and it is a range that's all encompassing as well. You can do, you know, ocean scenes to woodlands to, you know, design. All of it can be done in here and taken care of. 10% of these have now gone as well, because it is Leann Star Buy. We've got you that extra cheeky little bit of discount. We wouldn't normally see these discounted on a day-to-day basis. Right, I know you've got loads you want to get through, Leann. You're like a coiled spring over there, I can see.
Because there's so many different things I can show you with this collection, Joe. It just is not a one-trick pony. You have got so many beautiful things you can do because of those exquisite elements we've included. This next demonstration is showing you how you can do something a little more understated, if you would like to, a little bit more classic in its colour, if that's what you would like to do for the recipient you're sending it to. And it's using this amazing stamp and die collection, which comes as part of the Nitwit range and creates these beautiful florals for you. And of course, colouring them in with our tri-blend brush pens. So I've taken the privilege of stamping and die cutting before we get to this point, because you want to see the colouring. You don't need, you've seen us stamp and die cut so many times before. So you would stamp the image, line the die around it, whiz it through your machine, here presto, that's what you've got. You don't need to see that again. What we're going to do is have a look at using these fabulous tri-blend brush pens to colour in these beautiful florals. And what you're going to do is take one petal at a time. Let's start over here. So with one petal at a time, what I mean by that is, there is one petal. And we're going to start with the lightest colour in the marker, and we're going to add in our first layer of colour, because wet ink blends much better than dry card. I then go to the opposite end of my marker, which is my darkest colour, and I add in just a little bit of the dark. I'm preserving my highlight constantly, which is leaving a white area. Then I take my middle colour and I blend out that dark into that first layer of white. Now look how effortless that is. It just happens in front of your eyes. It's truly fabulous. I'm into my preserved highlight a little bit now, which means I can come back to my lightest colour and I can blend that out into that preserved highlight. And for that petal, I've got a beautiful ombre of those three colours. I then move on to the next petal, and you do this one petal at a time all the way around. Now, by doing one petal at a time, what that lets you do is decide where you're going to have your light and shade. And here, I'm going to go with my darkest, Leann. Here, the darkest would be underneath this petal, and that's how you get to show real turn and dimension in your florals. Then I take my middle, and I take the dark colour out into the first layer, preserving my highlight. And then I go back to my lightest colour and out into my preserved highlight. And I've got that beautiful blended ombre on that second petal. And I just continue doing that all the way around the floral, Joe. You can do, if it's a smallish image, you can do more than one petal at a time if you'd like, of course. You'll gain with confidence where you want to put those light spots and darker spots. That will come, but honestly it really doesn't matter on a floral. It's still going to look beautiful, and you'll decide whether you can manage 2 petals rather than 1. Up to you. My advice, if you're new and you're starting out, 1 petal at a time, and then you're just focusing on getting that beautiful and moving on to the next thing to get that beautiful full coloured floral. You see how easily this is coming together.
It really is looking absolutely beautiful. It's very busy now on the tri-blend brush pens, as it is on that big collection. So many of you are saying how much you are loving this awesome collection. Matronista says, can we do a masterclass showing how to do the different card folds? Absolutely. There was a scoreboard. There is a, if you go over to the website, there is a, it's not the enveloper. There's an Ultimate
Boxer.
Pro, an Ultimate Pro.
An Ultimate Pro and a Boxer board.
Pro and Boxer board masterclass. It's there. It wasn't that long ago. It was over our birthday event. I think we did it as a
Yes.
masterclass. It's on the website. It's ready to go. So you can go and watch that right now, absolutely. But I'm sure we'll do more of them in the coming future. Me and Leann are really excited about the craft along that we've got coming up in February. Can't wait for that. We're really excited. We've got loads planned for you for that as well. A lot of you with these in your baskets. A lot of you treating yourself today. Randy Griggs saying she's bought the kit and extra everything. Just extra everything. So many of you I know will be going for extra. I think especially the luxury card pad is the one that people seem to be stocking up on. I know we did the luxury card pad for Caring Thoughts. You guys absolutely loved it, and it really does seem to have struck a chord. I love that it's different though, Leann, to what we would normally bring you, because you know it's sort of textured without being a textured cardstock, and it's pearly without being
Pearlescent.
a pearlescent card. It's different. It just, as the kids would say, it just hits differently to the rest of our range.
Oh,
That's what the kids say.
I wouldn't know what the kids say. I'm way past it.
It's only
anything
Instagram
that
keeps me in with the kids.
Oh, well, see, I'm on the gram.
You are, aren't you?
I'm on the gram. I like the gram. I like it better than the Facebook, actually.
Oh, me too. It's
Honestly.
my favourite social media platform.
Yeah, I do really enjoy it, I have to say. I can go down an Instagram rabbit hole very, very easily.
I do feel like I would love TikTok, but I do feel like if I joined it and started watching it, I've already got too much in my day.
Yeah.
And I just feel like
You would lose
a lot
part
of
of
them
your life.
overflow onto Instagram, and that's where I see them. I'm happy with that.
Yes.
I feel like if I actually had the actual app, I'd become obsessed with it. I get
Yeah.
obsessed with things very easily, and that would be one of them.
Yes, I would agree with you, and I'm of the same opinion.
Yeah.
I haven't done it for that very reason. My sister keeps telling me, Leann, get on TikTok. And I'm like, honestly, I haven't got enough time in my day,
Can
Marielle.
you imagine us making TikToks? I think that would be hilarious.
I mean, I think if we did some here, it would be truly hilarious.
We
Can
should
you
get
imagine?
a Crafters TV TikTok.
TikTok,
And we
oh.
should make some.
We need to do that, Joe.
Okay, we need to speak to the powers that be.
Yeah. We'll do
I'm going to
that.
let you're more important than me, so I'm going to let you preach it.
That is not true.
It is.
It is not true.
That is gorgeous. The shading and the texture, the way that it looks. I mean, it just looks so realistic.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I mean,
Really gorgeous.
and I know I'm probably taking far too long.
You are having a lovely time. Though.
I'm
I
just
can
having
feel
a
it.
very nice time.
I feel like you've come this far now. I feel like you just need to. I feel
Finish
like we've
it.
got time to finish it.
Okay.
Georgina, what do you think? Of course.
Brilliant.
Georgina would love the satisfaction of a complete flower, she tells me.
Well, if what Georgina wants, Georgina gets.
Absolutely.
So if that's the case, that's what we're doing.
Poor Charlotte's shaking in there. She's in there shaking like a wet dog. With Georgina next to her. She's not. Georgina. We love. Charlotte is nailing the camera angles. Charlotte's pressing the buttons today. And Georgina
she's very good at that.
is doing the shouting at us. They need a duo name because George and George, of course, are George squared over the weekend. But George and Charlotte don't have a duo name yet, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm thinking.
Something punchy like The Girls, apparently.
I don't think that's punchy, Pet.
Isn't that a nickname for The Girls? That's what it makes me think of.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, we
not
can't
sure.
use that
I'm not
one.
sure that's. I
You know
don't
what
think
I
that
mean.
way.
You know where I'm
yeah,
going.
I do. I know what that means. I don't think that's you. No.
That looks gorgeous.
what
Save
do you
me,
think?
Leann.
Yeah. What do you think of that floral, Joe? Now,
Beautiful.
I just want to show you the difference between the two. So you can
Oh, wow.
do a more pastel version by only using 2 colours of your tri-blend brush. Still get a beautiful shaded flower, but if you want to really give it some punch, then you use all 3 colours.
Do you know what I'm seeing there?
What you
I'm
seeing?
seeing autumn winter collection, spring summer collection.
Nice.
So the top one is making me think spring summer, and the bottom one is
autumn,
making me think
winter.
autumn winter.
So that's just by leaving out that colour and just using the 2 from your tri-blend brush. They are the 2 different results you can get. So you see 1 pen, 3 colours, all the different results. It's fantastic as a collection, and you will get amazing results without any effort at all.
Absolutely, it is. I just want to quickly recap the deal on the pens there, Leann. Here's all the colours that you're getting. 24 markers. It's a complete collection. You've got 72 pens in here in total. They come beautifully boxed for you as well. It is absolutely awesome value for money. If you're a platinum member, $54.39 or $81.50. 56, which is brilliant. Do grab those. Very busy still on this new Nitwits collection. You guys are absolutely loving it as well. I know you've got so much you want to get through, but it's like the time is evaporating. Where's the first 40 minutes gone?
I can't believe that's 40 minutes. That literally feels like 15 minutes we've been chatting.
It really does. I haven't even had a sip of my coffee yet.
It's like a vacuum. You come in here and go, sucks all the time out. Now, I've done here just a stepper card, and there was a lady just asked on the questions, I didn't quite hear the name, I'm so sorry, about different shaped card folds. Remember in birthday week, we did a brand new DVD with the Ultimate Pro that showed you all of the different card shapes and all of the different 3D boxes, etc., in many different ways. So if you really want some education on how to do something like this, pop along and get that DVD that we launched in birthday week with the Ultimate Pro. It's going to give you all of the card shapes with Sarah on video holding your hand step by step.
Fabulous.
So I followed that and got a stepper card, and then I've used one of my shaped nesting dies that I've got in my stash, a Crafter's Companion one, and I've cut an aperture. I've put a little bit of glue behind there, and I've got a piece of our construction acetate, and I'm just putting a piece of construction acetate behind there just to give me a solid window for layering up my card. I've then, with the same collection of nesting dies, made myself a little frame which just nests inside of there now, and that is going to get stuck onto the acetate with my dotty tape pen. A dotty tape pen is fantastic because you've got all of the strength of the glue from a Crafter's Companion regular tape pen, but when you're doing something fine and detailed like this, you only get glue where you need it. So that's going to go inside there. Voila. Oh, there we go.
That is beautiful.
Done.
I love the idea. It looks like a big... do you know what it looks a bit like?
What's it look like?
A big pair of... It reminds me of the Rolling Stones' lips.
Oh,
you know the big lips?
Do you know what? You could absolutely do that and fold it over and make some lips.
And all you could do is if you just cut the little pointy bits out...
Cut the pointy bits off.
And then folded it in half, it'd be like big Rolling Stones' red lips.
Absolutely. See how creative. I think we should get you doing this on the craft along. Honestly, I do. Now, I've took a beautiful piece of that nice damask card, a lovely little piece of the matte and laid with that lovely biscuit colour from the pad as well. Matte and laid that up. And then additionally, we're going to stamp in, celebrate every little thing. So let's get the little stamp here. And I've got my stamping platform here. So we're going to pop that on there. I've got my Finesse waterproof. Let's ink this up. The fine detail on these stamps in terms of the text, Jo, is beautiful. So we can position that where we would like it. Stamp that down. Celebrate every little thing. And I've done it in a lovely grey, so the black isn't too harsh on there.
Why does it remind us? Why do we feel it's Parisian, the font? I mean, it's in English, so it's. But we both had exactly the same thought.
We
didn't
did both have exactly the same thought.
I went to Paris and I absolutely hated it, you know. But I really want to go back. I feel like I just did it wrong. I just did it all wrong. I feel like I need to go back and do it again. Since I've watched Emily in Paris, I need to go back and do it again and go and do full-on live my Emily in Paris fantasy.
I've not watched that.
Well, you need to go home tonight and start immediately. I binged it in one evening.
Really?
Oh, yes.
All right, I need to watch
that. You need to get it in your life. You would love it. It's got you written all over it.
Has it? Oh, my word. I definitely need to do that.
Forget Emily in Paris. It's like Leann in Newton Aycliffe.
Oh, I mean, that is class on a stick, Jo.
Leann in Witten Gilbert.
Leann in Witten... So, Leann in Vuitton Gilbert.
Vuitton Gilbert,
Vuitton Gilbert.
Love it.
That's where we could be. Now, I'm going to use several florals down here. I'm going to use my lovely little pastel one, and then I'm going to have a bouquet and use this dark one that I've just coloured in over the top, which creates that lovely kind of light and shade, gives that extra element there. I really do like that. And then I die cut out, popped out one of the die cuts from the pad, just a little butterfly. I'm going to put a tiny bit of 3D glue gel on the back of that and nestle that in this little floral up here, and we're done. So could not be more simple, Jo. Very easy to do. You can use your stamps and dies. You can use your markers to colour that. And then, you know, just very simple. You could put some more decoration on the front of the card with the papers if you wanted to. Choice is yours, but I wanted to show you how to do something quite understated as well.
It's very rare that we would it's very rare that we see crafters use a white card blank and leave it as a white card blank, but I actually think it's very minimalist and it's actually gives it a classiness. I think when you've got artwork as stunning as the artwork that's in here, it really allows that artwork to come to the front and really the design be all that you see on the flowers, and it's enough, isn't it? It really, really is enough. $69.99, $89.99. I'm going to go back through everything that you're getting included in the collection right now. So first up, you've got the stamps and dies. I'm going to share these with you firstly. If you want to go for these, $19.99 in the UK or $22.95 if you are in the US. So do grab those ones. So I'll give you the details of that one just there. That is it, just here we go, $19.99, $22.95 if you want to get that on their own. And again, as we said, you can see the difference there, same colour tones, different sort of depth of colour, gives you a totally different look and feel, which is awesome. I want to share with you the decoupage pad next, which this one just here, the 6-inch die-cut decoupage topper pad, where we've bought you floral decoupage in the past where you have dies or you fussy cut it. This is die cut already, so all you actually do is pop this out, you put it together with your 3D glue gel, and you've got something awesome. $7.99 or $9.95. Do you know what? At that price, if it was just that element you were going for, I'd go for several of those. I mean, you can get, in the UK today, you can get 3 of those for £24. Amazing. Or $23.97. Just beautiful. One of those on a smaller card, going to look lovely. Do you love doing bigger cards, 8x8s? Imagine 3 or 5 of those clustered together. It's going to look awesome. It really, really is. We've then got your acrylic stamp set for you as well. Again, it's very kind of elevated from our normal brush lettering font, I would say. Sending love your way, celebrate every little thing, happy anniversary, find beauty in every day. Isn't that a gorgeous sentiment? I love that. Then we're going to move on to the topper pad. And this is unlike anything you've seen before from us here at Crafters Companion, because what you've got in here is a whole sheet, 300 GSM. It's a whole sheet of die-cut elements. These are already die-cut, ready for you to pop out. You've got numbers, you've got lowercase alphabets, you've got uppercase alphabets in here. You've got all of those things that you're going to get so much usability out of. How about strips on here for the sides of projects or for Z-fold cards? There really is something for every kind of project that you're going to want to complete. It's been so well thought out. I love that with the toppers here, as I said earlier, you've got a topper in a topper in a topper. So rather than just having one topper and that space be used, we've gone to the effort of giving you the most amount of craftability you could possibly imagine. You've got swans, you've got schmetterlings, you've got the lot. You've even got sentiment banners on the front of there as well. It is absolutely stunning. If you want to get that on its own, $16.99 or $19.95, I think that is fantastic value for money there if you were going for it on its own. You are more than welcome, of course, to cherry pick your own collections. Of course, the best way to get the best value is to go for the big collection itself. This is that deep, dark chocolate that Leann told us about, because it's a really lovely sheen on it. You've then got all the other colours as well, which is fantastic. So you've got 6 different colours, 36 sheets, 6, 12. You've got 6 of each of these in your collection, which is fantastic. That's right, isn't it? 6 by 6, 36. Yeah. Maths is not. I'm no Rachel Rogers. Let me assure you. This next one that we've got here is the papers. Do you know what? Not that dissimilar to my shirt that I'm wearing today, is it? If it was blue, it would be exactly the same. It's gorgeous. The paper pad, not my shirt, not this whole thing. Then we've got the florals in here as well. Again, a fussy cutter's dream. We spoke about it earlier in the show. Beautiful roses and butterflies. Then that's like would you call that a dog tooth? Is that what that is, Leann?
It's a dog tooth.
I used to have a scarf, a black and white, chunky dog tooth scarf. And I wore it all through my early 20s and I was obsessed with it. I used to wear it with a little leather bomber jacket and I lost both the jacket and the scarf. I was heartbroken. You've got again, more florals in here. As we were saying earlier, florals just universal. They're always going to be around. They're always going to be popular. So you know that, look, guys, let's face it, you're going to get this home, you're going to totally craft the whole thing in no time at all. But if this was to end up sitting in your stash for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then you come back to it and want to craft with it again, it is absolutely still going to be as relevant as it is today, because it is timeless. Absolutely timeless. Again, that's one's $14.99 or $16.95. If you want to get the best value, then that comes in getting the whole collection. As always, you always get the best value in the bigger bundles, because that's where you get the savings. Club Inspired Platinum members, $55.99 today. That's a £28 saving as a Platinum member. $71.99 for Platinum members in the US. That is a saving of $25 for Platinum members. We've been having so much fun and doing so much crafting and having a lovely time, but I haven't got to comment comments. I need to get, because you guys are absolutely waxing lyrical about this collection. Daphne says, I really love the demos for the different dies. It would be nice to have a demo on how to make the cards with the measurements. I really love you guys. Well, I think, do you know what? Maybe this show, maybe that's what we'll say for the masterclass, where we'll take you through how to make actual concepts, or maybe even a craft along, Leanne. What do you think?
Oh, I think that would be lovely. I think a craft along would be truly perfect with this collection, because there are so many. I've got loads of demos here, and I know we're just not going to get through them all because there's so many different things you can do. It would be perfect for a masterclass.
It would indeed. In the US, it's called houndstooth, dog tooth.
Ah.
Houndstooth. There you go. We learn something every day.
You do.
We are basically, I mean, if you're homeschooling, just let your children watch this. I mean, it's basically that educational here on Crafters TV. Mary Pat says the colours are so striking. I've just ordered the complete collection, says Lorraine. Lisa loves your last card. We need Craft Wars back. I think Joe is ready, says Evelyn. There you go. It sounds very competitive, and I do get very competitive. Kathy C says the rose is gorgeous. I love the colouring. Talking about your colouring, Fran, Nora, Eleanor, Teresa, all saying how awesome your colouring is as well. Diane's asking about the great question that I'm sure you'll know, Leanne. Diane asked about the tri-blend brush pens. Is there any trays that fit them, or would you store them in a storage case? Anyhow, how should we be storing those?
So they will work fine in our regular Crafters Companion pen storage trays. That is how I keep mine at home. And then I also have those that I travel with. Then I have those in a case. So I have pen storage, and I keep all my pens in the storage, and then when I'm going out and I'm going to colour on the go, I take the pens I want, I put them in the storage, and I take them with me. So the pen trays that we've got with Crafters Companion, your tri-blend brush and regular fit in them, no problem at all.
Brilliant, thank you so much for that. Right, keep getting your questions in. Have we got any pictures that we want to share? Oh. Mary, is it Mary in Tennessee? The lovely Mary Ahada? It is indeed, I knew it would be. She never lets us down on the pictures front, our Mary. Look at how gorgeous that is.
Oh, Mary, that is absolutely divine, really. It's gorgeous, I love that. It just shows how you can put together such a classy, timeless, exquisite card with this collection. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, it really, really does. Right, now I know you've got loads you want to get through. Leanne, back to you. Keep sending your pictures in. We would love to see them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Please get them in. Kathy says, Joe's the best salesman ever. Honestly, Kathy, I'm not. You don't need to be a salesman when the collections look like this. Honestly, I could have not turned up. You could have had a fire extinguisher presenting this show and you would have still bought it. Let me assure you, that is how beautiful it is.
Well, that's lovely of you to say, but honestly, it wouldn't be the same talking to a fire extinguisher, Joe. It would not be the same talking to a fire extinguisher without you here. It really wouldn't. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm using some craft card, because we all have loads of craft card, don't we? And it's still extremely popular. We love a little bit of craft. And I thought, let's have a look at how this collection will work beautifully with your craft card too. So it isn't just stuck in one particular look and feel and genre, this collection. It depends on how you assemble it and what you put behind it. We've seen it with plain white earlier, beautiful. Now we're using craft card, much more grungy and vintage looking, and it works really well. So I've got here a gatefold card ready, and then I've used some of that beautiful paper from inside. Do you know what? I have to just say, there's some little words on this paper which I love, and it's got little words on like gratitude, grace, happiness blooms from within, kindness, generosity, and I haven't got my glasses so I can't read that one, but beautiful little words in the background, not so that it overtakes, but just so that it conveys a little message.
Wow, I didn't even see those.
I mean, look at our cameras.
Isn't Charlotte a superstar?
Charlotte is amazing. Honestly, I think I've got a name for Charlotte and Georgina, the A-team.
Wow, that's fighting talk. But the problem is though that Georgina isn't on this shift. Oh. So normally Johnny would be here with Charlotte. They won't be together very often, so therefore.
But when they are, when they're together,
as Tiffany would say, boom.
Boom.
Obama out.
Yeah. Now, I have used a little bit of this biscuit paper from the pad and a lovely bit of that patterned paper that Charlotte just showed us them beautiful little words. Thank you, Charlotte. Amazing camera crews we've got here. Amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's off the chart what you're able to see. And I've just lined the inside. I think this looks very vintage home feel to it. I really, really love it. And then actually, Joe, I'm using your favourite. I've got the dog tooth, houndstooth.
Or the houndstooth.
Or the houndstooth, or the dog tooth.
Makes me think of the Hounds of Love, though, the houndstooth.
Oh, we're running up that hill, that one.
I went to see her a couple of years ago.
Oh, I love Kate Bush. I mean,
she was
she's
brilliant. She
gloriously bonkers, but I think she's amazing.
That. She didn't sing that song, and I was really
Oh,
disappointed.
did she not?
She didn't do a lot of songs that have popular songs.
Well,
because you know she's moved on as an artist, as many of them do.
Well, let me tell you about Beyonce.
Oh, here we go. You think I'm bad with the... Well, another thing. Do you know where I get it now? I inherited it from Leann. That's where I got it from.
Don't even get me started on Beyonce. Went to see her in concert. I paid good money, too much, for a ticket to be VIP at the front. She came on late in an area where she knows there's a curfew, so they're just going to switch the electric off because it's a raised area. Very late. Couldn't do a full set. Didn't even do...
Oh, no.
She literally, all she did in the whole show was go, with that microphone once, all the single ladies, and that was it.
Wow.
I mean, I was devastated. No. I was devastated.
I think you have those, though, don't you? And then you go and see, I'm going to lift the tone back up. So then sometimes you go and see people that you didn't expect to be great. I remember seeing Billy Ocean at a free concert in Cambridge.
Oh my word, I love Billy Ocean. He's my favourite.
We're going to go and see Billy Ocean, aren't we? When he's allowed out. Well, when he's had the vaccine and he's back on tour.
Now let's have a chat about that later, Joe, because I did suggest that and you balked at the ticket price.
I did indeed.
Now, I've just
it was a lot more than this collection, that's why.
It was a lot more than this collection. It was probably 3 times the price of this collection. This is exquisite. Now, I've got my craft card topper here on top of my little gatefold, and I've got my frame. This popped out from the pad. Haven't had to do any die cutting, haven't had to pop the centre out, haven't had to use a craft knife. I've literally popped it out from the pad. I'm going to put it the right way up because I can see the text there. Pop that onto my little matten layer of my craft card. Now, this is the next bit I want to show you. This is the exciting bit that I've been building up to. This pad.
Oh, yes.
Joe, I love this pad. Every one of these sheets and the quality. I wish you had touch-o-vision at home. I really do. And also smell-o-vision. It smells divine. For those of you who like to smell your paper pads, this is a good sniffer. Yeah, it's great. It's so fabulous.
It's the vellum pads that I can't. It's the vellum pads I can't stop smelling.
Honestly, I mean, I love to. I know you do it at home as well. The quality, the feel is absolutely gorgeous. It's exquisite. Now, I've popped these pieces in 48 of those full toppers in there. I've popped out the little pieces that I need to be able to layer this up. So I've got my base piece and I've got my glue gel in a syringe ready to help me do it. So I just take the base piece, pop a little bit of the glue gel in the relevant areas, just distribute it evenly so that it's nicely supported. Decide where you're going to put it. Let's have it there. And then the next layer has 3 flowers on. Again, just some glue gel to nicely support it and layer that up. And then we'll do the same here. There we go. And then we've got the 3rd little flower that pops out of that pad and that lays up on top of there. And literally, I would hesitate to guess, Joe, from the beginning to the end of putting one of those 3D floral toppers together, I would guess 3 minutes.
Okay.
Because you just pop, not even, honestly, 2 minutes. You're popping it out, you're using your glue gel, you're putting it together. Now, I'm interested, Joe. Here's the 2 examples. Everybody at home, what do we think? So I started this by doing one and then a nice little topper here with a ribbon. But I'm feeling I'm loving double the flower, double the power.
When you double the flowers, you double the beauty, you double the craftiness.
Okay, so I'm doubling the flowers.
Double the flowers.
Because I just think it looks glorious. And that was a happy accident just here working with all of you at home where I had one ready and I've made one and then I've looked at it and thought, oh, I need 2. Look at that. I mean, it's glorious,
when you double the flowers, you double the fragrance, you double the fun. That's what it should be called.
See, double the fragrance, double the fun. That's what I need in my life. And I'm going to use my little graceful topper inside here instead.
Oh, yes. What a fabulous idea.
See? And then so I've got my little and look, and I love that. Very, very happy with that. And very quick and easy to put together using the different elements in different ways with just a little bit of craft card in the background.
Just beautiful, and so many great ideas for how you're going to use it. I'm so excited for seeing all the ways that you come up with using this collection when you get it home. But of course, it all starts with you getting hold of it and getting your hands on it. $69.99. Club Inspire and Platinum members, you're looking at $55.99 in the UK. If you're in the US, $71.99 as a Platinum member. Platinum members are saving £28 in the UK, which is absolutely fantastic. And there are so many beautiful things that you can make with this collection. I love the variation of all the different things that you're seeing here, of course, there, that the design team have come up with. Now, we talk a lot about Club Inspire during the shows. Do you know why we talk a lot about it? Because you don't have to pay to join it, and it just saves you lots and lots of money on all of your different crafty stuff. Why don't we actually take a moment, give you a chance to check out your baskets? While you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Absolutely. What? What are you waiting for? What you waiting for, as Gwen Stefani famously said. This is that Nitwit's launch. It is so incredibly busy. I'm going to take you through the whole collection again in full detail in just a second. But before that, Nitwits, Leann, who are they? How did this come about? Because there's been such a huge buzz behind the scenes here at Crafters TV and Crafters Companion. We're really excited and honoured, aren't we, to be able to work with such a massive brand.
Absolutely, Joe. Nitwits have been around in the craft industry for many years as the go-to digital element paper craft company on the internet. And you've been able to buy beautiful, full digital download collections with the most exquisite artwork for many, many years. I personally have been a customer of theirs. I mean, before I even started working for Crafters Companion, Joe, it's been that long. They've just got a huge range of artwork and it's glorious. And the full collections have everything you need. So you've got your alphabets and you've got your papers and your frames and your butterflies and your ribbons and everything you need to go together. Now, what you've got to do is download that, have the computer facility at home and then print it out yourself to craft with it, which is great for many of us digital crafters out there. We love doing that. Gives you that instant when you need it. However, what we would really love is to be able to have that professionally manufactured with the smell, the touch, the feel, the quality that you would expect from a Crafters Companion papercraft range. And for the first time, we're bringing you a whole Nitwits range that has been professionally manufactured in partnership with Crafters Companion to our highest quality standards with the highest quality ingredients included in this beautiful range.
Awesome. It is, and we're really honoured. And you guys have absolutely lapped it up and loved it. I'm going to take you through everything again if you have just joined us, don't worry. You're in the right place at the right time. We're going to take you back through absolutely everything. Where shall we start? Oh, I don't know. I don't know where to start. I'm going to start with the pattern papers. I'm going to start with the papers because this really sets the tone, I think, for the collection, the paper collection, because it shows you what you've got. It shows you you've got class, because if polka dots say anything, these little ditzy polka dots, they say something classy, but you've got florals, but look at the colour tone. It gives you a dark, mystical colour tone. You know, it's really, and it's very high end, it's very premium, it's giving me sort of graphic 45 kind of style vibes as well. You know, those premium paper brands, American Crafts, it's really got those kind of vibes about it, but you're not paying graphic 45 American Craft kind of pricing. You've got Crafters Companion pricing, and that really, guys, is down to just our buying power. It's that where, you know, companies are ordering hundreds of collections, we're ordering thousands or tens of thousands of collections from our manufacturers, and we're able to pass those cost savings directly onto you. It's why you always get gorgeous things from us here at Crafters TV, but it's why you also get beautiful things as well. It's double-sided, which is awesome, and it's also 180 GSM, which is perfect for mattering and layering. If you are a whiz with the scissors and you'd like to fussy cutter's dream, this one, it's available individually. Details for all the individual items, the details will be along the bottom of the screen as I go through them, just to let you know. So let's take you through what you've got in this collection just here. You've now got a full, just recently we started to do a few pages in the back of some of our paper pads of die cut toppers. You've got a full pad of these die cut toppers. And I kid you, you know some die cut toppers, they're really hard to get out. You sort of pull them and agitate them. A lot of these are actually coming out already and I'm barely touching them. So you'll see they're really easy to get out. And what you don't have are those big, massive pips that you get on some ranges, and what that's quality of manufacturing, Leann, isn't it?
It is quality of manufacturing, and you know, not to put too fine a point on it, Joe, it is a cheap die.
Yeah, absolutely. So
the fine point on it, it's a cheap die.
Not to put a pip on it,
Yeah.
a point on it. See what you did there? Yeah, absolutely. And we all know those brands that we buy, where you've got the massive pips and then you have to cut them off, you have to file them off, or not with this. No, the quality is absolutely exceptional. It is next level. And again, every single spare inch of this has been used. You've got toppers within toppers, within toppers there as well. Some of these are going to fall out at the moment. You're not going to continuously flick through yours when you get this at home. Some lovely tags and banners there as well. Some great borders there. Some things that are going to be perfect for things like your Z fold. You saw the panel there that Leann used in the earlier show. You've then got all of your alphabet in there as well, and that will work as a great stencil. After you finish using that, you've got the numbers in there as well. That is that pad that is coming including for you. I think $16.99 if you want to go for that individually is also a great price. And then what we've got is this fabulous card pad. It's a thicker cardstock. It's got a white core as well. So if you want to tear it or you want to sand it back, you can do that. I tore 3 pages of card pads the other day in a show, Leann, and honestly, I nearly got lynched.
Really?
Nearly got lynched in the show. People were not happy.
Well, they're not
happy.
Viewers
were not
staff?
happy. No,
Viewers were not happy.
Not happy. We don't tear paper pads. I tore a vellum. I found a level though, because if you tear a vellum pad, no one bats an eyelid. Tear a paper pad. Honestly, nearly got lynched.
I like to tear a paper pad.
Me too. I think I was doing. I think I just tore too many pages. That's why.
And then if you use the Harmony Water Reactive, the lovely, the Fryer Brown, and distress the edge of the torn bit, I mean, it looks really nice, guys.
Yeah, I think I was just maybe enjoying it too much. People honestly didn't. They didn't. I didn't get me. It wasn't for a craft design. I was showing you the colour core was my excuse. But yes, you can see here all the payoff. We best move on. I mean, it's still got a bit of PTSD about the whole situation. So you've got that. Oh, Leann! Leann's tearing paper over there. Leann, you're going to get it.
Now, but look.
You'll get it.
That's lovely.
It is gorgeous,
and then I'm going to get an ink pad. I'm going to ink it. Get some ink, even like the contrast and burgundy Harmony Water Reactive. I'm going to do that while you're showing them, Joe.
Okay,
come back and,
awesome. You get your ink pads out. Don't forget, you've got the stamps and dies as well here for you too. And this is if you want to do a more conventional sort of stamping and die cutting, then absolutely you can. Build those up, layer those up, get your tri-blend brush pens involved as well. We've got those on the show. I'll share those with you again in a second. I know it's very busy on the brush pens. You've then got the decoupage pad. Now the great thing is, I'm going to ask Georgina to do some really quick maths for me. So, what is... let's get the price for you. So what's $7.99 divided by 48? The calculator's going to help us out, don't you worry about that. But all you do is die cut these out. 17 pence for one of these flowers. That's what it is, 17 pence per page. That is before you even take your Club Inspire discount off of there as well. So you've got great value. Even if you're just going for a few of these, they're going to be awesome. You're just going to pop them out, they're pre-die cut, you're going to glue them and layer them up, and it really is going to give you something fantastic. $69.99 or $89.99. You know, I've just shared this last element with you, and then I'm going to just tell Leann something, or ask Leann something. You've got the clear stamps included in here as well. There's a lot of paper pads out there in the market, right? Lots of brands, and I'm thinking Kanban, Hunky Dory, who are the other ones that are really...
Crafts.
There's the British one as well, isn't there, that do lots of gems and loose items as well, and they do card pads too. What's it called? I can't remember. You know the one I mean.
Craftware cards.
Sorry?
Craftware cards? No.
Yeah, that's one of them, but there's another one I'm thinking of. All of those companies, I can't think that anyone has a range that is like this.
No.
I don't know anything that's this colour tone or this level of class. And do you know what it is? I've got it. It's classy, but it's ever so slightly abstract as well. I think there's a slight abstract element to it as well. And also with the butterfly elements, it's borderline a bit ethereal as well. So it's a really good combination of a lot of different styles. But really, the common thread and the common theme in here is, of course, the fact that it is beautiful, beautiful florals. If you are going for the whole collection, you are getting the best value for money. Leann, we want to see your experimentation over there.
Right, so look. Should I pick it up and show you? Look, I think that looks really nice, and that is that lovely burgundy cardstock from the Nitwit collection with the burgundy ink pad from Harmony Water Reactive, and I think that just gives a really lovely distressed edge to it, and you can spend a little bit longer than I have, but if you like that kind of distressed grungy look, that looks fantastic. I think I'm happy with that. I was just trying a different colour down here with a little brown to vintage it up. Possibilities are endless. I like having a white core for that reason, because I can distress it if that's the look and feel I like, and then put some ink on it.
Absolutely, a really, really gorgeous thing that you can do, and it's also all about you having all the options. Remember, it's double-sided as well, so again, double the sides, double the options, double the crafting, which we love. Remember, Leann Star by the Tri-Blend brush pens. These are awesome. They're everything that you knew and loved about our iconic Tri-Blend bullet nib pens. However, these are the brush nib variety. You've got all of the colours in here. You've got 24 pens. It is a truly outstanding collection at an incredible price for you. They're normally just on our website day in, day out, and our shows at full price. However, Leann has twisted arms and has managed to negotiate a cheeky discount for us, which is absolutely awesome. So you've got $67.99 or $101.95. I'm told we've not seen these at these price before, so grab them. Extremely rare to get 15% off this product. That's what the guys. So it's almost like they've given it to you, Leann, but they've warned you. They've said, do you know what, Leann? You can have it, but if you think you're having it again, you've got another thing coming. Do you know what, though, Leann? Club Inspire, if you're a Club Inspire is your friend, of course. All of you are in Club Inspire somewhere, whether you are, you've all got status in the club immediately from your first purchase. You get 20% off your first purchase. That already immediately gives you enough points to make you a bronze member. So everyone's getting some sort of discount, which is awesome. Platinum members, though, $54.39 or $81.56. The value there, Leann, for a whole collection.
Wow, that is fantastic value. And I must admit, I did have to put my foot down with a firm hand. When they said, we'll put some, which pens? I said, the Tri-Blend brush, beautiful with those florals. We're like, oh, well, okay, we'll pop them. And I'm like, yeah, but come on, we've got to have a deal, guys. We're on the show, we're showing the Tri-Blend. I'm on there with them. Come on. Sharpen your pencil. So that would be why they're not having that for very long.
Yeah, absolutely, you've got that. Now, I've got a ink pad collection on this show, an opaque pigment ink pad collection, which has been put together to perfectly complement the colourways of this collection that we've got. So you've got there the smoke plume, you've also got the sandstorm, the grasshopper, and you've got the pink tulip there as well. You're saving 20%, so you're almost getting one for free when you buy them in that collection. I love that. Oh, it's not open. But that is really awesome, that pink tulip. Loving that. Right, lots of you, I need to let you know a fifth of the stock of the brand new launch, by the way, of the Nitwits has sold out and gone. Lots of you going for it. It's still very busy. It's getting busier and busier, actually, as we move into that second hour. Lots of you chatting away. Leann, tearing the paper to make a torn edge effect is fine. But as Joe was just tearing the sheets in the middle, that's why you got a telling off. I was tearing them in the middle, you see.
Oh, now that is very wrong.
Okay, I love how there's a line and you've gone from you can tear it, Joe, do what you want, you do you, be your own boss, beat to the sound, march to the sound of your own drum. No, sorry, totally not.
Totally wrong, Joe. Yeah, I'm not surprised they were upset with you. I would have been too if I'd been here.
Lorraine says, Leann, you're such a rebel. I love it. I was there and was fine with you tearing the paper, Joe. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Lorraine Bennett on Facebook. Not tearing paper again. Patty says she's cringing. Shudai says, Joe, Leann is allowed to tear the paper because she will give it a distressed look. You, on the other hand, just tore the paper pad. Naughty, naughty you. Honestly, it gets a response every time. Anne says, there's tearing paper for a purpose and then there's just gratuitous tearing. The latter is a no-no, Joe. It was gratuitous. I am sorry. I take it back. I really wish we hadn't mentioned. I won't mention it again. I won't tear it again. If I do, I'll do it very carefully, and I'll do it right in the corner.
On
next
a corner.
time, Leann, I promise.
Yeah. Right up the middle is just all wrong.
Right. What do you want to share next? Are we going? Ma'am?
Right. Are we doing a demo? I thought we were doing a demo.
We are doing a demo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Right. So what I wanted to do is show you that you can use the card.
I didn't call you ma'am then, for the record.
Oh, for
the card in front of you says ma'am on it.
It does.
Right, that's why I said, are we doing ma'am next?
I thought you said man, M-A-N.
No,
and I was like, I don't know
like
what you're talking about.
The casual northeast greeting, ma'am.
Yes, we're doing ma'am next because we have ma'ams here in the northeast of England. But because you've got the full alphabet, which we'll look at in a second, you can have ma'am, mum, or mom, whatever it is that you prefer. And look at the statement with that beautiful alphabet. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, just before I get to that point, because I've got all of my elements here, it's not going to take long to make. I wanted to show you, because I haven't actually, I've used a lot of my white card from my stash, my cream and my craft. I wanted to show you that the card in this pad is such a good weight and structure that you can fold beautiful, crisp, self-supporting card bases from it.
We love a self-supporting card base, don't we?
Really, we don't like giraffe legs here with Crafter's Companion. And you can do your boxes with it as well. And I just wanted to show you, look at the score line. Beautiful, it scores beautifully, it folds beautifully. Use it for your card bases and your boxes if you want to. 250
GSM, which has to be the ultimate all-round paperweight, I think, doesn't it? Because
yes.
Die cutting, hello. Embossing, oh yeah. Construction, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Box making, absolutely.
Tearing, of course.
Hello.
Hello, tear it. Right, now, then what I've also done is make a easel card, just for some cream cardstock from my stash of stock, but you could use the card pad if you want to. And then I've taken this, oh, I love this paper, this beautiful burgundy with those little ditzy flowers on, and again, the beautiful little words in there that we looked at before. And I've used the green from the paper pad to do the lovely matting and layering. And actually, I just want to point out, look how precise the match of the green is, of the cardstock, to the green on the leaves in the floral.
Beautiful.
That's the attention to detail we've taken here. These are not just any range of colours of card. The colours match in perfectly. And if I bring this floral in here, which we're going to use as well, the burgundy of the floral perfectly matches the burgundy of the paper. It's not just some random colours we found. It's exquisitely matched and produced for you. So I'm going to matte and lay those.
In Kinky Boots, the musical, they say nothing beautiful can be burgundy, and if it's going to be sexy, it's got to be red. Well, do you know what I'm here to tell the writer of Kinky Boots, the musical?
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because burgundy can be beautiful, and I think we've proven that.
I think we have proven that. I love that musical. That has to be one of my favourites.
Burgundy? Do you remember that scene?
I do.
Yeah.
Red. I absolutely love that musical. It's fantastic. Have you watched the movie?
You need to listen to the soundtrack of it because it is about a boy that is from around this part of the world, Leann.
It is, yes.
Everybody's talking about Jamie, the musical. Oh, it's so good. The soundtrack is epic.
Is it?
It's that song that I sent you on WhatsApp the other day.
Ah, okay. All right, okay, I need to watch that movie then. Jamie, he's from Middlesbrough.
Sorry?
Middlesbrough, I think.
Is he from Middlesbrough?
I think so.
I thought it was Darlington for some reason. I don't know why. But in the musical, it's like he's from Leeds or Bradford. They've changed it a bit. The accents are not Middlesbrough. They're kind of more Yorkshire. Right, it's getting super busy on this collection right here. The details on your screen are for absolutely all of it. Over 20% of the stock has gone. Honestly, the whip is being cracked today. We are focused because it is so busy. Over a fifth of the stock has sold out and gone. That is looking gorgeous, Leanne.
Isn't it looking beautiful? So I've just done a matte and layered panel for the centre there so that my name pops. Now I've got popped out my MAM and I'm just going to show you. Let's just have a look at how many of these you get, because when you're looking at the board that you've got over there, Joe, you're able to see one board of what they look like, but I just want to show you how many. So look at how many alphabets you're getting in here. That was 4 pages, and then look, you've got smaller alphabets there with the little numbers as well. 4 pages. So you're going to be able to do, and look all the numbers, a ridiculous amount of personalisation just with the beginning part of that pad. Now I've popped out the MAM that I need. You could do an MOM or an MUM depending on what you want to do. And I want to show you how I get the perfect spacing. So I'm using my 3D glue gel here, and I'm putting the first M at this end of the card. Then I'm going to take my second M, and you would be forgiven for spelling the word as you go along. Always put the first and last letters on before you do anything else. And then what that does is allow you to visually see where your middle letter needs to go to get that perfect spacing. So then I've got that one on there, and now I can see where I need to put my middle A to get that spelling beautifully. So I've got my MAM there now. I've got a lovely little organza bow that I've tied just from my stash, and that can go in the corner there. And then for my easel, what I've done is take another matte and layer of that lovely green and the cream, and then I've used that amazing stamp set, which I absolutely adore, with that gorgeous, very Parisian looking font on there. And I've used Your Kindness Makes Such a Difference. So I've got that to go on, and then you've got choices now, Joe, because I started to pop this out. On my original card, I haven't. You can see that there.
Oh yeah.
However, I thought a nice little floral in the corner from the decoupage pad might be a nice little touch. And also I wanted to show you just how easy these pop out. Because you were talking about it before, and I thought, you know, all the pieces I've used so far have been pre-popped. Let's just pop one out. So you can see when you take your sheet out of the pad, that's how quick it comes out for you. Very quick and easy. And I'm just going to use my glue gel, and I think I'm going to pop this here. And I think it just adds a little bit of something extra to the design.
It really does. And the great thing is it's going to fold flat still, isn't it? So you're going to be able to post that very easily. Which is awesome. I just think, yeah, what did we say these were? 7, how much per sheet? What did they work out to? The 6x6 sheet, yeah, so you get 48 sheets. 19p was it? For each of those, it was 17p, I can't remember. It wasn't a lot of money basically. Anyway, and I would think, actually 17 pence per sheet for that. So
Really?
17 pence per floral project. And that's not even with your discount, of course, on there as well. And I think there will be people that are just going for them and just want to have those in their stash. Absolutely, they're gonna look beautiful. But the card is gorgeous. And you've got the option to, you can do mum, mam, mom, you can do what you want.
There we go. It comes together really easy, and I'm quite liking that little floral in the bottom corner there. I think it just adds a little bit of, I didn't like it, obviously I didn't do it on that one, but I was just putting it together and I thought, you know, it needs a little bit of something else there. And I think it just makes it pop. I like that.
Yeah.
And all of the colours tie together beautifully, Joe, through the whole collection.
They really do, and that is a fantastic thing about them. They are gorgeous colours. Right, I want to remind you what you are getting in that main collection. I'm going to go through it over here at the pack shot, if that is okay. The pack shot, I'm breaking the fourth wall there, Leanne. The pack shot is what we call where we've displayed all of these products out for you. So
Yeah.
there you go, now you know. But what you're getting here is a absolutely beautiful Nitwit collection. The first one that we've brought to you here on Crafters TV, and there is loads in here for you. I'm going to take you through, I'm going to start up here, because up here, what we've got is that pad. Now it's a die-cut topper pad. Within there are page after page after page of exquisite, ready-to-go die-cut toppers. It's almost crafting in its easiest sense, because all you're going to do is pop them out, make a card blank, make a concept card, and you're going to be good to go. Then if we go down in front of that, what we've then got down here is we've got that fantastic paper pad for you. You have got 12 different designs in here. You have got 3 of each of those designs as well. It's 180 GSM, which means it is a fantastic weight to fussy cut. It is a fantastic weight for you to maybe do your decoupage and your layers with. We're going to come across now, because the next element in this collection is your luxury card. Now, it's not a textured cardstock, but it's got a hint. It's got an inference of texture about it. I can't explain it. It's really awesome. When you get it home, you'll know exactly what I mean. And it isn't really a pearlescent cardstock. It's not as pearly as something like our Centura Pearl, but it has got a hint of pearl in there as well. And that's really nice, because it means it's classy, it's understated, it's pared back. Also, if you want to ink it as well, you're going to be able to do that too. You've then got in there as well, next to that decoupage pad that we've shared with you throughout the show, 48 sheets in that decoupage pad. If you want to get it on its own, you can, $7.99 or $9.99. Very, very busy. A lot of you are going for the big collection and adding an extra one of the decoupage pad into that collection there as well. And then finally, I'm going to show you on the boards, what you've got is, you've then got your stamps, you've got your sentiments there, which are absolutely beautiful, and you've also got as well your stamps and dies. And the sentiments are nice because you've got things like sending love your way, happy anniversary, it's all there for you. And then you've got the stamps and dies here too, which is the floral one. Really gorgeous, absolutely awesome. The value's incredible. Platinum members are saving £28 or $25 based on compared to buying those elements individually, which is absolutely awesome. I've got a couple of samples here actually that you haven't seen so far. Why don't I show you those? I love that it's like a shaker, a 10-fold shaker, which I've never seen before. It's like a 10-fold shaker. You've got your sequins in there. I need to give those, they've obviously been transited. I need to give them a good old shake. Then you've got this one just here with love there, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then, oh, this is an awesome idea. So you see those strips that you've got inside, Leann? Look how someone's cut into them, made them a little dovetail banner. Oh, love that.
Now that is classy.
Very classy. And then you've got a little dovetail banner, and then some floral elephants. Floral elephants. God, that would be a collection, wouldn't it? Floral elephants.
Floral elephants.
Elements, I was trying to say. But can you imagine elephant shapes with like abstract florals all on the inside?
I can imagine it, because it would be very similar to that range we've just had on HSN, which will be coming to the UK soon, with the floral animals, where you've got half an animal and half floral.
I haven't seen them.
Oh, wait till you see.
Oh, yes.
You're gonna
do you know
love
what
it.
else I'd like us to do?
Love
Like, you know when, you know at like Indian weddings, when they have all the, what's it called? Is it henna? You know the henna tattoos that they have on their arms? Have you seen them?
I have. Beautiful.
Like that I don't know why, that's like my new thing. I think that could be an interiors trend, you know, as well. Let's move on. Enough about my interior design know-how, which isn't good. We've decided. We have a friend that we consult on these matters, and it isn't me. What we've got here is your full tri-blend brush marker collection. 24 pens in here, which is awesome. All the colours. It is a complete collection. It is ready to go for you. And we don't give you a 15% discount any old time. Apparently, I'm being told, Leann, it is the lowest price on these. You've never seen them at this price. So it's fantastic value for money. If you've been waiting around, waiting for the perfect opportunity to get them, I'd say that opportunity is now. As a gift, I think if you wanted to give someone an awesome gift, they look gorgeous as well. They're beautifully packaged. But why, oh, hang on, before we do that, Roanne Brazino, who has been on the show, you will remember her coming onto our shows, she says, Joe, shut the front door. I just found out that today is National Chocolate Cake Day.
Oh, no.
What sort of... I'm doing 0 carbs. If I wasn't, I'd be like Bruce Bogtrotter, honestly. Right, why are these tri-blend brush pens your star buy, Leann? What is it about them you love so much?
They're just... Right, so... First things first, beautiful Japanese nib in here, and proprietary ink formulation to Crafter's Companion, but also 3 colours that you need for a blend in one marker, the light, the medium and the dark, which gives you the ability to start to create what I've started to do here inside of my card. You see in this lovely burgundy tone, which matches the whole Nitwit's collection, colour your beautiful stamped images and get that gorgeous ombre on there. They really are exceptional, Jo, and very, very easy to use. You will get amazing results very, very quickly using the technique that I've explained to you many, many times, where you start with the light, preserve your highlight, do your dark, then go back to your light again, fill it in, and it blends magically in front of your eyes, and you would build up that whole floral. This is the floral I did earlier.
Are
with
you
a different
colouring
colour.
onto the pattern papers there?
I am.
And they'll take alcohol ink, okay?
Yeah, they will. So that's the other thing I want to say. The quality in here is so lovely. I've stamped on the patterned paper and I'm colouring the floral directly on there inside the card I'm going to make so that it matches.
My flabber is gasted.
Isn't it beautiful, Jo?
Normally, pattern papers you would think of being maybe a lower grade quality paper than something like our alcohol papers, and you'd imagine they would just drink up that ink like a copier paper does. But are you telling me that the quality of the paper pads is so good that we can use an alcohol marker on them?
That's what I'm doing right here.
You're spoiling us, Leann.
I mean,
you really
honestly,
are.
the quality is amazing, and I really wanted to show you this because usually I would be saying, don't use any random piece of paper that's in your craft stash, you know, get the right card. But actually, when I received this, I thought, oh, this feels really lovely. I'm going to try it with my stamped images and see if it works. And because the brush nib only lays down a small amount of ink on the surface where you don't have to really work it in, then you can just do some very light layering and flicking and you're getting beautiful, beautiful results as well.
I love that. Do you know what Cheryl Cole would say?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I love it.
Oh, that sounded just like Cheryl.
It did, didn't it?
It did. I mean, she could have been here.
Leann, will it go through both layers of cardstock to the back? Is asking Kay. Well, I guess your craft card is acting like your blotting paper, is it?
It is. So if I turn that over to the back, you can see it isn't coming through to this because
Perfect.
I'm not working lots of ink in and saturating it. I'm just putting a very light layer on the top with my brush nib. So it will soak through the paper itself, but it won't soak so much that it comes through onto the back piece of cardstock.
Fantastic. I love that. I mean, it really is awesome. Getting busier and busier and busier on this main collection. I would still love to see some pictures. If you got this on HSN, if you've already got your hands on it, then you can send me pictures in. I'd love to see some pictures of things you've coloured with your tri-blend brush pens actually as well. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk if you want to send those in to me. If you love colouring, you love the idea of all things colouring, it's such a lovely thing to do. I did some watercolouring recently with our aqua markers and it was absolutely gorgeous. I loved every second of it. Don't forget Colour Me Happy every Friday. It's at 1 o'clock here in the UK, which is of course 8 AM East Coast time. Are you doing Colour Me Happy this week?
No, that's not me. I'm not quite sure who it is.
I wonder what it is. Georgina, could you find out what Colour Me Happy is this week? It's a Friday at 1 PM.
Is it 1 PM, is it? I thought it was later.
It is later. It's... oh, as our Debbie would say, what am I like? It's at 4. It's not at 1, it's at 4. Silly me, I am sorry. It's at 4. It's at 11 AM East Coast time. Thanks for that, Leann. Thanks for getting my back. You got my back.
I've got your back, yeah.
It's Fake
Teamwork,
Friday,
Jo.
though, in my defence. So
is it Fake Friday
it's
for
Fake
you?
Friday
Oh,
today
you little
for me,
tinker.
yeah. It is Fake
Is it
Friday.
Wednesday today?
It's Wednesday today
So
for
it's
you,
hump
yeah.
day for me, isn't it?
So it's hump day for you, Fake Friday for me. I'm loving it. I should be having a little glass of something I want to get home tonight. That is looking gorgeous. I love, that is like the quintessential rose tones for me there. It's Beauty and the Beast, isn't it?
It
it's
is.
Walled Garden, a National Trust property. That's what I'm thinking.
It does, doesn't it?
It's Debbie Robinson, is it? Debbie Fisher on Friday. There you are.
There you go.
Ben and Debbie Fisher. Make sure you join them for 2 hours of colouring fun.
I'll be watching from home. There we go. I think it is very light. Now, do you know what? I'll just take a moment to talk about this for a second. I love that. And I mean, obviously, I'm going to say I love it because I've just
Do you love it with the one not coloured on the other side? Because I do.
I do because it's a contrast.
I think it's beautiful with the one coloured and the one not coloured.
Yes, I think doing that one as well, too much.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on that. I think that one is lovely in that respect. But I'm loving the fact that it's got a more vintage feel because alcohol ink is translucent, so it's letting a little bit of that muted colour come through, which has dulled the colours down a little bit to give it that vintage effect.
Do you know what you could do?
What could you do?
With the other one,
Yeah.
you could use some metallic markers, do the outline print, and then just drag it out with a water brush.
Or
so you'd
just
have
trace it.
colour. So you'd get the same colours because we've got the green in there and we've got that red in there as well. But it would just give you like a ghost metallic rose
Beautiful.
to shadow it up with.
I love that idea.
I don't know where these are coming from today. I had a few yesterday as well. I don't know
You're
what's
so
going on.
creative.
I know, so creative.
Now, these lines here, guys, these aren't on your stamps. So I just want to show you this before I do it. So look, here's your stamp that I've stamped from that collection. Get it round the right way, Leanne. Here it is. Stamped there and stamped here. These little lines to make it into a frame are not part of the stamp collection. Just take your art liner and wiggle them in. And you wouldn't know. You've just draw them in. And you can even do 2 lines. And I like to do this. I think that looks even. Look, you can even just go and cross them
and it's one of those
over.
things, don't try and make it look too neat. Don't
No.
overthink it. Just wiggle it.
Just go for
wiggle,
it.
Wiggle, wiggle,
Just wiggle it because it's going to look gorgeous. And that then brings the whole thing together. It looks like this joins in with that, joins in with it. I mean, it's just beautiful, really.
Absolutely, it's incredible. I'm going to just quickly run you through the whole collection and what you're getting. I'm going to show you again these boards because they are absolutely fabulous. Remember what you're getting, all of the gorgeous papers that are in here. As I said earlier, it has got a slight abstract element to it. It's got a slight sort of ethereal element to it as well. I absolutely love the Doctor. If you're getting 12 designs, 3 of each in this pad just here, which is absolutely fantastic. Love that. Fussy cutting, this is going to be an absolute dream as well. Then, of course, what you've got is you've got your topper pad as well. And in here, you've got absolutely loads, from toppers to banners to tags to strips. To panels, and then you've got alphabets and numbers. You've got a little bit of everything in there for you. And then what you're getting is this gorgeous card pad. As you can see, you've got all of those fantastic colours. And it's not textured. It almost has like an inference of being textured. It's sort of, it thought about being textured, and then it just decided at the last minute that it wasn't going to be. How have we done that? What is that?
Honestly, Joe, I really don't know, but it is gorgeous, I have to say. It's not a card that we've had in any of the other Crafters Companion pads or ranges, so you will have a very different experience with it. It's smooth with a kind of a small self pattern, but that beautiful sheen, but it doesn't have a coating.
I feel like it is almost like a cross between a luxury cardstock with a slight craft element to it. It's almost like it's got an organicness. It's almost like you can sense, you can feel the fibres that are underneath it. I don't know what it is, but it is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
However we've done it, it's honestly beautiful. And it isn't pearlescent, but it does have a very slight, the thing is, it's also uncoated at the same time, so it sort of plays
with your mind.
I've touched a lot of cardstock in my time, let me assure you. I haven't touched anything like this before. No. It is next level, knock your socks off. You're going to love it. Then we've also got the decoupage element in here as well. 48 sheets in there. All you're going to do is you're going to pop those out and put them together. You've got the stamps and dies in here as well, with that gorgeous rose there, and just beautiful. Use the stamp on its own, or choose to use the stamp in conjunction with the die. It's totally up to you. I'd love to see that used with some pigment ink pads to make a little background with. Yes, please. Nice. And you've got the stamps in there as well.
I love those sentiment stamps. That
nice.
Set of sentiment stamps I'm going to be using with lots of other collections that I've got at home when I'm making cards, because I just do think they're elegant. Just elegance. I really love them. I think they're gorgeous.
The whole thing, as RuPaul Charles would say, is an eleganza extravaganza. That's what we've got right here for you, Leann. I love that. You make my heart smile. Category is eleganza, floral realness. That's what it would be. That is a category for this week. Right, there's lots of you with very full baskets. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get yourself checked out. Whilst you do that, let's share with you all the fantastic details of Club Inspire. Take a look. We're going to get that in just a second for you. Remember, your Club Inspired discount on this product, compared to buying it all individually, is £28 or $25. Here is all of those awesome details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of the fantastic club that is Club Inspire. Lots of you are chatting away. Rose says she loves it on the craft card. Patty says Leann is brave colouring when already attached. I would mess it up if I did that. She's a pro. She's the queen of colouring. So what do you expect? Shannon says, in fact, get her a crown. Shannon says, hello, Leann and Joe from Columbia, Missouri. Hello. Wow, your colouring is beautiful. Stacey says, beautiful card and beautiful colouring. Learned something new today. Shadai says, I was not supposed to be buying anything today, but I love this collection, so I've checked out my basket. Do you know what? We were having this conversation. There's a lot going on in the world at the moment, and you know, there's a lot of stress and everyone's worried about lots of things. And if you do something that just gets you through it, and if that is crafting, then why not? For me, during the first lockdown, that was carbohydrates, pizzas, and wine on the first and second one. So now during the third one, well, I'm having to rein it in a little bit. But it's just about getting through it, guys. It really, really is at the moment. I think you can treat yourself, absolutely, as Leann did to a lovely little candle. It's all about getting yourself little treats, isn't it? You know, keeping things exciting, Leann.
Yes, I mean, I did spend a little bit too much on the lovely candle. Just in case Mr. C was watching, we'll not say how much. No. But I just wanted to treat myself, and there's nothing as just to get in the whole, the box, the black ribbon, the cream, just opening it up and get
it's the box tied with a black ribbon.
It's the whole experience.
It is the whole experience. And that's what it's like with this craft kit. That's what I'm excited for you guys, to get it home. It's that thing, isn't it? Getting it home, taking it from the front door, putting it on the living room floor, getting it out and spreading it all out, flicking through all the paper pads, getting excited, thinking about all the cards concepts that you're going to do. That is exactly what this collection is going to inspire you to do. Now, one more demonstration then, I reckon, Leann, before we vote on your demonstration of the show, remember, because we need to get that in. And I love that you are on that leaderboard firmly. Did you see?
I'm like, no.
You won last week. Look, you've got a star next to your name. Yeah, I'm going to show you what you won.
There's another 2 stars there.
Sorry?
There's another 2 stars there. I didn't know that was me.
There's yeah, you've got the star next to Leann is you.
Is it me? Did I win?
That means you won, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, you won with your demo from the Caring Thoughts collection.
Oh, that was a lovely demo, that one.
It was indeed. You deserved it.
Oh, thank you so much.
There's some questions, getting a lot of questions about fair usage and the licensing policy in the comments, Leann, if you wouldn't mind taking us back through that.
So fair usage is a standard Crafters Companion fair usage licence agreement, and actually we haven't done any licence ranges for quite a while. We're waiting for the best and the special ones these days, so good idea to go through it. If you're making cards, gifts, boxes, home decor, whatever it is for yourself, as many as you like. If you're making them to give them away to friends and family, make as many as you like. If you're making them to sell for a charity, so be it a church, a pet charity, for Parent Teachers Association, doesn't matter what the charity is, make and sell as many as you like. If you're making them to make a small profit for yourself, like a cottage industry, to save up some money to buy some more crafty stash, then you can make and sell up to 200 in the year under the licence that we've negotiated for you. If you feel this is so awesome and you're going to buy 4 collections because you want to make all of the Blooms with Grace cards, then we can put you in touch. Get in touch with us here at Crafters Companion on our customer service email address. We can put you in touch with the owners of Nitwits and you can negotiate a small commercial licence to allow you to do that if you want to make more than the 200 in a year.
Fantastic. I hope that clears things up. If it doesn't, you can email our customer service teams. You've got any questions or queries whatsoever, our customer service teams, they're superstars, aren't they, Leann? And they are the friendliest, canny folk that you'll ever meet. They really are. So you can always get in touch with them, isn't that right?
Oh, absolutely. I think our customer service team is the best in the industry.
Well, we did win an award, didn't we, recently?
We did win an award.
For our customer services team. So.
But even if we didn't win the award, they're just fabulous people who really love to craft and, more importantly, want you to have the best experience with your craft product. So they just spend hours chatting to you and helping you out, which is just phenomenal. And Sarah, when any of us start in the business, one of the first things she says to us, and make sure every single member of staff knows, the customer is the most important person. They have to be happy. And I think that just, you know, when that comes from our figurehead, then it's felt throughout the business.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. And you guys, I know, I love that you guys, some of you that shop regularly with us, you've got like your own personal assistants in customer services. I love that you've got customer services agents that you reach out to personally to sort things out. It's quite fun actually listening to them talk about the relationships they have with individual customers. 15 minutes there or thereabouts. In fact, yeah, okay.
We've never in the world been an hour and 35.
Do you reckon you can get this demonstration done in the next sort of 10 minutes? Well,
less.
8 minutes, 7 minutes. Perfect. 5 minutes then, and then we'll vote on the demo of the show. How about that?
Okay. So what I've got is a craft card base here, which is beautiful. I'm loving the craft card with this collection, I have to say. And then I've taken the lovely burgundy card and that beautiful polka.
Classy, isn't it, that paper stock?
I absolutely love it, Jo. I just think it looks good. My tape pen's running out. Need a new one. We'll make it work. Here we go. And talking
about paper stock, did you hear the other day we decided that as we can't do a crafting cruise, because obviously it's just not going to happen with the way of the world at the moment, we decided that we'd have a crafting festival called Paper Stock. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I'm all in for paper stock.
Paper Stock. That's the new drum that I'm banging.
I am all in for that. That sounds like the festival I want to go to.
Cardstock, the festival.
Cardstock, the festival.
Cardstock Weekender, maybe. Yeah,
yes.
Love it.
Oh, I love it. Now, I've used just a standard little border, so there's strips in the pop-out pad. I haven't cut that myself or had to matinera edge it. That is all in there for you. I've also popped out one of these fabulous little frames. So all of these elements, I've had to do no trimming, no matting and layering myself. Every single one of those elements popped out directly from the pad with very little interaction from me other than gluing it in place, which you can see there. Got a little ribbon on mine. Now, you've seen me assemble my die cut topper before, didn't you, Jo? So
Absolutely.
I'm not going to assemble it again this time. I'm just going to pop it straight onto the card with my 3D glue gel. I'm going to pop that there. I love the fact that the burgundy ties in and everything looks beautiful. But what I do want to show you is, similarly to when I coloured with alcohol markers on the inside, which we'll look at again in a second, these decoupage pads take your sparkle ink beautifully. So if you just want to give this a little shimmer, take your clear sparkle ink, paint over, and you've got a lovely, subtle, glittery glimmer effect on your finished piece there.
What is it about the pigmentation of this cardstock that allows us to create something that is matte but isn't dull? That's the bit that I haven't been able to put my finger on. It's matte uncoated, but
Yeah.
it's not dull. Because so often, uncoated just looks a bit
Sucks
soft and subtle and, you know, doesn't bounce the light back, but this does.
It's the quality of the cardstock that you're printing onto. When something's too matte and too porous, and these are the lessons I talk to you about with alcohol ink colouring all the time, about sucking the ink out of a pen. Same with the printing process where you're laying a wet ink onto a cardstock surface. The quality of the cardstock makes all of the difference. If it's very porous, it's just going to suck the ink out and diffuse and go flat, and the colours will go very grey. But if you're using a very good quality cardstock that's been polished but not coated, and then you lay your ink down, it doesn't soak in, it just lays and stays vibrant on the surface.
Yes.
So it is the quality of the manufacturer and the ink that we use, Jo.
Absolutely, it does. And that's why we are so busy. Is that's that demo done?
It's done.
Wowzers. Boom, that was fast. Have we got time for another one after our vote?
I can do another one for
All
you.
right, so let's vote then on the demo of the show now. Why don't you just set up and go? You get ready with all the ones you've done during the show. I will just read some more comments out. Shadai says they are the best, especially Sharon Carrick. She gets your parcels out to you if there's an issue, thanks to customer services. See, I knew. It's like, do you know what they should be called? They should be called customer service concierge. That's what it's like, because they're not customer service agents. It's like a concierge service. It really is. Evelyn says, I've always had great customer service. Andrea says, I agree about customer service, second to none. Excellent customer service, says Fred as well. Sharon saying as well, Leann, such lovely and easy card examples. Can't wait to get this home. Right, we're going to have to give these names as we go through then, Leann. So
right.
Let's have a little look at this lovely selection of cards.
This is double the flower, double the fragrance.
So should we call it, should we call this one double then in that case?
Double, that's double.
Double, awesome.
I think this is illustrated floral.
Illustrated floral. Let's call it...
Am I going too complicated? I'm doing product names, aren't I?
Big words.
Why don't we call it peach flower?
How about aperture?
Aperture or peach flower? Aperture.
Yeah.
This one, ma'am.
Ma'am. Awesome.
This one...
Polka.
Polka. 65.
65. Okay, let's just recap those again really quickly. So
65.
65.
65.
Double.
Polka.
Polka.
Ma'am.
Awesome.
Aperture.
Awesome.
Double.
Double, because when you double the flowers, you double the fragrance, you double the fun. Why can't I say fragrance today?
Why is it flagrance?
Flagrance, I've been saying all day. I can't get it. It's a bit of a tongue twister for me, that one. You have got 5 minutes to vote. It's your 5-minute warning. One of our social media superstars, I can't see who it is today, Melissa is on the socials today. She's been busy sending me all your comments. Melissa will decide across on YouTube and Facebook who is the winner which one is the winner of the cards that are in here. One more. We're going to squeeze one more in. Leah, you are a crafting machine today. Leann, you really are. How many demos was that? Is this your 6th demo of the show?
This is my 6th demonstration of the show.
Fantastic.
But if you count in the 2 little flowery ones as well, 8. Come on.
Come
right.
on.
Now,
boom.
what I've got here, we're no chinwag, we're just getting on with the demo. So we've got this lovely box top. I've cut the same aperture in as I cut on my card front before, so it could be matchy. And I've done my cutting and scoring ready. So we're just going to assemble the box top.
Awesome. Lots of votes coming in. 65 seems to be an early leader, is what I would say. If this was one of those games where you threw the balls up the chute and the horses moved along the background,
yes.
I'd be saying 65, 65 out in the lead, now 65. Oh, it's clear lead. But it's not that game, so I'm not going to. Double is closing in though. So make sure as well, guys, that you are checking out your baskets. We did talk about it earlier. A lot of people were asking about the theme of our craft along that's coming up on the 23rd or the 19th. It will go in, I promise, at some point, Leann.
Oh,
the 19th of February, isn't it?
Pop-out numbers.
Pop-out numbers, that is what it is. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I could have started a little bit easier, couldn't I? But I'm going to go for it, you know.
I think you can do it,
I'm going to go for it. It's going to be lots of fun.
I think you can do it, Jo. I really do think you can do it. Now, you've seen me do lots of these things before, so I'm just going to show you how it goes together. So that's my box lid, a little bit of acetate in the top, that lovely little nested frame as we did earlier. I've then got my decoupage floral here, but what I've used is that, I love that paper, this paper. that paper, honestly, I want it big enough to put on my wall in my bedroom. I love it that much. I think it's
downstairs
just,
loo, it says to me.
Oh, yes, downstairs.
Could have it all done in that.
Oh.
The whole thing.
It's just gorgeous, isn't it? So I've done
Downstairs
some
loo, for anyone that doesn't know, if
Yeah.
you're in the US, in the UK, usually in our houses are probably a bit smaller, I'd say, generally than your houses in
Yeah.
the US. You always go in, you have the stairs in front, you go round to the left, and normally in the cupboard under the stairs, you have a little toilet, a little WC, whatever you call it, but it's small. And what it means is, because it's small, you can really make a statement with it. So that's where you have the tropical wallpaper. It's where you have the heavy floral wallpaper. It's where you have that little sham that sits over, that sits over your toilet roll, is what I was going to say.
Yes, you can have all of the doilies, the lot.
Freudian slip. Oh, excuse me.
I mean, obviously, your bathrooms are going to be gorgeous, guys. And so, on that note, I was just let you know that I've been looking at a jungle-themed wallpaper, Joe, for my downstairs water closet. I'm going to be having jungles in my downstairs water closet. Yeah, just
that just sounds like you're playing Jumanji in Whit and Gilbert.
Yeah, I mean,
I've got an idea. I want to have the wallpaper in my bathroom to match my kimono dressing gown that I've got. I want it all tropical with birds of paradise and lovely things. So
very nice. Now, you see how I've started doing that there?
In seriousness, if I offended anyone, I am sorry. It was just a slip of the tongue.
It was a slip of the tongue. It's because you've been flagrants and all sorts to do. None of your letters have gone in the right order. And we've got all of the decoration round there, and then inside I've used another piece of paper just to line the bottom of my box, and then I've used a lovely little pop out topper and a little bow, and you can make really pretty little gift boxes there to pop in some few handmade truffles, a few biscuits, a little silk scarf in there, Joe, maybe. Or it could be a card or some homemade truffles.
Could be. Maybe you're making these to sell and you're going to do some little... What size is that? 4x4, that box?
Yes.
You're going to do some 4x4 cards and you want to sell a pack of 5 and you actually want to put them in that 4x4 box. I mean, lovely way to do it. A little bit of tissue.
Make your envelopes out of the scrapbook paper.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. All the yes. Double the yes. Right, I want to just quickly... Oh, should we announce that winner? 65 is the winner. 65 is definitely the winner. Kay says, you're like an Energizer bunny, Leann. I love watching you and Joe. There's a lot of crying, laughing faces. We're going to have to leave it there. There's lots of other emojis being used as well, which we won't talk about. We're going to go back through the paper pad for you. Let me start from the back. It's easier when I do that. As you can see here, you've got the polka dots, which are these ones just here. Then we've got as well this one, which is the florals. This floral's got the little words in it too. It's almost like it's sort of watermarked, which is fantastic. This one here, I've got that, love that. You've got they're like the hidden butterflies in there as well that you can see with the scriptures, with the script writing on them. You've got the dog tooth print there, which is awesome. You've also got the beautiful florals. And again, I love it how it's almost dimensional, the little central elements of those flowers there. Then we've got the damask, you've got the borders. These, if you love to fussy cut, you're going to absolutely love that. It's a fussy cutter's dream. And you've got this element just here, which is fantastic as well. You've then got the luxury papers, remember, in all of the different colours that you're seeing here. So you can see gorgeous tones, that dark chocolate brown. It's almost a black, but it just isn't quite. It's like an off black, super dark chocolate brown. It's like 95% cocoa dark chocolate. That's what it's reminding me of. Oh yeah. And then of course, all of these die cut toppers too. A whole pad full of die cut toppers. You're gonna absolutely adore going through these. You're going to adore using them. They're going to be beautiful. Remember what else you've got as well, just really quickly. You've got the decoupage there. You also have the stamps and dies as well for you. And finally, you've got the stamps. Now, for anyone that's just joining us, maybe they've only seen the sort of last 40 minutes of the show, why Nitwits? Why this collection? Why are we so proud and honoured to have Nitwits as part of the Crafters Companion family?
Well, you know, Nitwits has been well known, synonymous with high quality, very versatile, crammed-packed digital craft kits that you can download from the internet and print and craft with at home. Where they haven't partnered with a physical paper crafter up to this point, and chose Crafter's Companion because of our quality of our paper crafting elements that we bring to you. And so to have this collection with that beautiful Nitwit design, no interference with the design at all, purely as they have done it, with Crafter's Companion quality, is going to allow you to achieve what you can see here, which is absolutely glorious statement floral cards. I mean, that is you would see that in a high-end store, paying a high price point for those. I've picked out a couple of my very favourites here, just to show you how truly beautiful these are. The papers, the sentiments, the florals, the card, everything together, creating, there's a mom for you instead of my mum, creating beautiful arrangements, but also allowing you to really go over the top with that design if you want to, and then be able to do Z cards like this with all of those toppers and the sentiments in there. I mean, Joe, it's exquisite. You are going to not run out of ideas, and every single thing you do is going to look like really high quality class and elegance.
Absolutely, it is. It is really beautiful. It's very busy. Don't forget to check out your bus. It's an incredible selection. I'm going to leave you with this last comment, right? It says, "That's all right, Joe. If you say my first and last name together too fast, you get the same slip of words. It happens to me all the time." That is from Cheryl Schlitz, who is in Niagara. So there you go. That's the note I'm going to leave you on. It's been an absolute pleasure, Leann. You've been fantastic and adorable in equal measure, as always. I look forward to being with you again. Do you know when you're back with us here on Crafters TV?
I don't think it's next week. I think it's the week after.
Wonderful. Well, I am already looking forward to it. Huge thanks to you. Huge thanks to you guys as well at home. Don't forget to check out your baskets. I'm going to be back with you in precisely 1 hour's time for Creative Cravings with the Scotty Hottie himself. So do not miss it. I'm going to have some lunch. You get yourself a cuppa. Make sure you meet me back here in an hour. Bye-bye.